Nation, this is the foundation. Um, Lakers lose tonight to the Golden State Warriors. Lost in overtime. This was a very entertaining game. I haven't made a Lakers video in a while. Just came back from vacation. In Arizona. Hard to catch a Lakers game, and Dallas couldn't had a hard time catching a game there. But when I was in Vegas, could catch couple games here and there. And again, like a team like tonight, you have to really not beat yourselves, not give them any chance. And that's what's been happening the last few games. That the turnovers, the self-inflicting wounds, either by keeping teams in the game or creating deficits, or losing momentum for your team. And tonight it kind of did that again. The Golden State Warriors are turning over the ball, but they're experienced enough and they're great enough team that they can overcome. We're not that. The Lakers are not that yet. Big loss on losing Kyle Kuzma. He is, if he was the mainstay starter, I could consider him Rookie of the Year. I don't know how else to put it. He's one of the best players on our team. But he was a big loss. With Larry Nance coming back, Larry Nance was, that energy that he brings, diving to the floor, getting those steals. I like the way he was reading those passing lanes. That was very impressive and all that. And that's why it was like a couple times of this is what cost us the game. They had clear kind of plays and they just missed it and all that. Brandon Ingram, man, has he grown from a year? And the great thing was the comparison between him and Durant. Durant is just to me, he's a much better pure scorer. But Brandon Ingram, and even though he says, I looked up to you, he did not lay down. He went right at Durant. It was fun to see Ingram do something like that. It's great to see when a young guy see someone that he used to look up to and go right at him. He had a career high tonight, with over 30 points. Fundamentals, I can't. That last play of the game, I would have called a foul. I wouldn't have called a foul, but it was a foul. It's like, because it's at the end of the game. You don't want the referees getting involved that much. But if it was the shoe on the other foot, I'll be going crazy. But Clarkson again off the bench was awesome. Lonzo Ball, he had a decent game. Getting some assists and hitting some good threes. He started getting guys to, and that one play where he just really attacked the basket. He kind of faked it and he went towards the basket. That's the kind of plays I want him to do. Because he looks like he can get to the basket really easy. I don't know if it's confidence wise. I don't know or if it's just that natural of wanting to pass first that gets at him. He needs to better read himself. Read the defense and all that, and it will come. But there are times you need to be a little bit more selfish and all that. In a sense, but I do like the fact that he still constantly looks to get other guys involved. And he was dropping down too. He's got the cut on his eye, so. But again, Curry was cold most of the night. He even shot a couple air balls, and it didn't matter when we didn't, close it out, close the deal. That's what happens, Someone like Curry, you just give him and Durant, you just give them a little bit, and they do what they do. But is it something to look forward? As far as building off of this, yeah. they, one of your better scorers on the team is out of the game, and you hang with the NBA champions. That should build a lot of confidence for a lot of guys. I mean, I know Kuzma is a rookie, but he is one of the top scorers, and when the top scorer is not in the game, and you find ways to score 121 points, 122 points, it builds a lot of confidence, and they just have to work all that stuff in, get it to all work together. And again, but they gotta start, cutting back on those turnovers and all that. Well, gotta go to work. All right, Laker Nation, aloha.